Hi guys! I have a purring kitty on my lap, so this is why I'm holding, why I'm holding the camera as opposed to having it on a tripod or being in my room or anything right now. I just wanted to make a video. A lot of people have been making these anti-bully videos and posting a lot about their feelings on bullying and everything, especially since the Amanda incident. And I guess I just kind of wanted to throw in my 2 cents about it. I was bullied, my God, since the beginning of my education all the way to the end. I mean, I'm not even kidding. And it perpetuates through YouTube, so thank you very much for you assholes who, contribute. It doesn't bother me anymore, obviously, but, when you're a kid, it's pretty harsh because you're still trying to find yourself and, fitting in and making friends is really the most important thing in a kid / teenager's life because it's really all you have. When you're an adult, you have other responsibilities like, kids and mortgages and careers and taking care of the house and just general life things. And when you're a teenager, pretty much the only things you have to worry about is your social life and your education. And let's face it, education usually takes a back burner for most people who care enough about the social life to let it affect them. And a lot of people with their opinions I've seen on Facebook and YouTube or whatever, different people shift the blame from, the bully is to blame because nobody should be that cruel to another person, and then other people feel that the victim is to blame, if they commit suicide or take rash actions or whatever because, they should just not let it bother them or whatever. I'm kind of in the middle with this because, I was bullied a lot, so I'm not coming at this from an uneducated or uninformed standpoint. I'm coming at this very much from a I've been there and I definitely know what it feels like standpoint. The reason it didn't affect me a whole lot had to do with how I let it affect me. I didn't go through the cruelest things that, some people do go through or have gone through, but then again, it wasn't exactly just, a wading pool of bullying either. It was probably somewhere in the middle. Like, in elementary school, I went home crying a lot. I would go home and cry pretty much every day. And as I got a little bit older, I just got used to it, or I just started being myself more and stopped caring. I'm not really sure what happened there. It's actually kind of hard to remember what I went through, to be honest. Kind of blocked it out. I think really equal responsibility should be placed on the bully and the victim. I know that probably sounds mean because people are probably like, well, the victim shouldn't have, any responsibility for it. It's not their fault. Well, really, if you think about it, half of it is all in how you let it affect you. Your whole life, even through adulthood, maybe you're not going to get bullied, but you are going to have people treating you badly for no reason at all. Just, jealousy. Maybe they're, just trying to get ahead of you, career-wise or something, or competing with you, for some kind of a relationship aspect, anything. So it's not just the schoolyard where you're going to encounter things like this. And that's what you learn as, you grow up, and that's why the people who have survived bullying in school are better prepared for the real world, in my opinion. I'm not saying that everybody who hasn't been bullied, just doesn't know what they're doing in the real world. I'm just saying a lot of people who have been bullied tend to be tougher and more, I don't give a crap, in the adult world, because you will run into it as an adult just over and over and over and over because there are assholes. There are a lot of assholes in the world, even who are adults, well into adulthood. They will be mean to you, just like the schoolyard bullies. And they will try to screw you over, and it's all in how you deal with it. So, no, people shouldn't treat other people like shit and shouldn't try to tear them down and shouldn't bully them and shouldn't be mean to them. But on the other hand, you shouldn't let it affect you to a point of where, it's going to make you kill yourself or cut yourself or hurt yourself or tear you down in any way. I realize it's difficult, when you're a teenager because, like I said, that's all you have. The trick is to get through your adolescent years alive and learn from what you've experienced and try your best not to let it tear you down. I know it's really hard. I've been there. I was suicidal several times. I had self-harm issues for a while. I went through very bad depression. So I'm not speaking from a place where, well, where you can say, well, she doesn't know, she didn't, she was strong enough to be. No, I was very weak. and I didn't deal with it very well. I mean, obviously I didn't kill myself or do anything permanent or anything, but I did learn from it, and that's why I am how I am now. And I took my experiences and I learned from them, and I'm applying them to my life now. So I kind of think, while I'm not going to place a finger of blame on either party, bullies are going to be bullies because they have reasons. I'm not defending them by any means, because I hate people who bully other people. I just hate it. I want to bitch slap them until they bleed. And I'm also kind of with the victims, like, well, you don't have to let it drive you to such a thing, because, you know, that gives the bullies power. It does. Like, if you let them tear you down, you gave them ultimate power. That's what they like, and that's what they thrive on. Ignoring them doesn't do anything either. You just kind of have to get to a point where you can just brush it off and be like, yeah, I don't care. Whatever. Ignoring them doesn't do anything, because then they try harder, and feeding them doesn't do anything except for make them stronger, and it tears you down. So you have to find a comfortable median place of where you're secure enough that you realize that what they're doing really shouldn't affect, because they're a stupid person who apparently doesn't have any morals and wasn't raised properly. They're not a good person. They're not somebody you would want to be friends with. They're not anybody you would want to associate with in, you know, outside of the schoolyard or whatever. They're not someone you would hold in high regard. They're not someone you would recommend anybody else to be friends with, so what do you care about their opinion? I mean, really. And as for the bullies, what in the hell do you gain by tearing down other people? Like, I realize that you feel bad about yourself and, you know, you think you suck, which you do, and you prove to everybody by acting out like that. That's kind of a catch-22. You think you suck, therefore you suck. But, I mean, really, putting other people down, it doesn't make you any better. In fact, it makes you worse. It makes you the bad person. Have you ever noticed that? So yeah, I think that both parties should be held equally accountable for the bullying situation being so incredibly out of hand. No one is as strong as they used to be, and by used to be I mean like years ago. They just want to cry and whine about everything. Like, I'm sorry, but it seems to be true. And people are way bigger dicks than they used to be, and they think that they can just do whatever the heck they want without consequence, and they don't have any amount of compassion or conscience. It's freaking ridiculous. So both those elements combined, no wonder the bullying problem is so out of hand. I don't know how to solve it. I don't have solutions. All I know is what works for me, and I can give advice as to what kind of state of mind you can have, but I can't do it for you. I have a lot of people ask me, how can I, you know, boost my self-confidence, or, you know, what can I do to let things not bother me or be myself and be comfortable? It's like, well, I can guide you and tell you what worked for me, but I can't do it for you. Like, everyone has to grow their own garden of confidence, you know what I mean? I can't do it for you. But you just have to be really comfortable with yourself and not be afraid to laugh at yourself and not take yourself seriously. Life is supposed to be fun, and you can't have fun if you're constantly worrying about everything. And just be yourself and don't give a crap what other people say. Really. Because then their words will just slide right off of you, because it doesn't matter what they say. When people tell me, you look fat in that, I'll be like, I know, I am a little overweight, and I'm fine with that. I don't care. You know, or you have a zit on your face. Yes, I do. You're very astute. Good job. What exactly are you trying to prove with this? You know what I mean? Like, it just, people pick at the smallest things, just trying to get at you, and acknowledging what they say is true, you kind of take away their power, because they're just trying to find something that's going to make you feel bad about yourself. But if you accept everything about yourself, everything that they could say about you, short of a lie, can't possibly hurt you if you accept everything about how you are. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I will see you guys in my next video, and thanks for watching.